The family of a student with special needs is speaking out against Fargo Public Schools tonight.
The father called our whistleblower hotline to tell us it was the district's behavior toward their child that led to a recent lockdown at Ben Franklin Middle School.
Valley News Team's education reporter Veronica Marshall has their story and why they say they aren't just fighting for their child, they're fighting for yours too.
And until you sat up at 2 o'clock in the morning with your son or daughter in tears, questioning why did God pick them to have autism, you know? And you got to tell them that they're special, you know? And they said, well, how come these people at school don't make me feel like I'm special?
Terry Hamilton's 13-year-old son, Tanner, is struggling. Tanner is on the autism spectrum and has an individualized education program, or IEP, to help him learn. IEPs are legal documents created under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act that schools are required to follow. But Tanner's family says school staff members ignored several points in his IEP, leading to a lockdown at Ben Franklin Middle School in October. In a statement, Fargo police say the juvenile suspect was belligerent and spitting at staff members. The suspect assaulted multiple staff members and attempted to assault the SRO. A report was done for the disturbance of public school, simple assault, and disorderly conduct and forwarded to juvenile court. But Tanner's family says that's not what surveillance video shows. The family watched the video in Fargo Superintendent Gandhi's office and recorded what happened next.
Did anybody see Mr. Riley getting hit or kicked?
You guys can answer this question. This is for everybody in the room.
Did anybody see on these videos, I will be using this for juvie hall.
Did Mr. Riley get hit or kicked in his videos that we witnessed today? No.
Can you say yes or no, because the audio cannot say here.
From what we saw, no. Thank you.
And how about Miss Olson? Did you see her getting hit or kicked?
In the video that we saw, no.
In the audio recording, you can also hear Mr. Gandhi agree that the video doesn't show any spitting either.
This is wrong, and this wrong needs to be corrected. So they just can't fabricate stories. This has been a history of abuse and a history of what they've done to kids and gotten away with it and act like, you know, they're up here and our children are down here.
Hamilton says this fight isn't only for his son, but for all students. Because until all teachers learn how to work with students with special needs, all students will suffer.
The other children in the class don't deserve to have their classroom disrupted like that. And that's got to stop. And the only way it's going to stop is if people get involved and people stand and come forward and say, okay, enough is enough.
In Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
The Hamiltons say that they are transferring their son out of Ben Franklin Middle School. We did reach out to the Fargo Public Schools for an interview. Our request was declined. If you need help uncovering fraud and corruption, leave a tip on our whistleblower hotline, 701-237-6576, and we'll go to work to expose the truth.